We're doing something a little bit different today. We're working on the wife's car. So this is my yellow Focus ST if you watch my short form content. We've got a radio upgrade from OSEMALL, I believe is how you pronounce their name. They sell them on Amazon and on their website, so you can find the link down below, and it is an affiliate link, so I do get paid for that. But my wife's car is a Sync 1 car, so she needs some kind of upgrade, because if you have Sync 1, you know how bad it is. So we're going to do a quick and dirty install on how to install the OSEMALL radio in a 2013 to 2018 Ford Focus. This should work on base model Focuses, Focus STs, and even a Focus RS if you want to put this in your RS. This does have Apple CarPlay, this does have Android Auto, this does have navigation, this does have all the creature comforts that most radios come with nowadays, and it's a full like Tesla style screen. So it gives you a bigger screen, it gives you a bigger display, and it gives you a backup camera if you don't already have one. 2015 to 2018 came with backup cameras from the factory, and this should integrate just fine, but I guess we'll find out here in just a second. I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. Don't judge me, the car is on right now. I'm gonna turn it off whenever we get to the point that I need to unplug something, but it's hot in Texas, so leave me alone, all right? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pop a screwdriver in here. We're gonna pop this passenger airbag cover off. So here's an idea on how it comes off. Stick a screwdriver in here and just work your way around with some clips and it'll pop off there. As you can see, I got it popped off. If you've got the passenger airbag light, we've got one plug we need to unplug right here. Just a little pinch tab right there, and it'll pop off there. That's what it's gonna look like when you're done. Like I said, pop tab right there, unplug it. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these two screws. They are T20 with the Torx. Now that we got these two screws removed, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this radio out. So I'm quickly figuring out that 2013 and 2014 are completely different than 2015 to 2018. So on the 13 and 14, you just pop that cover off, you take those two screws out, and then you pop the whole center of the dash out, and everything comes out. But on the 15 to 18s, you got a couple extra steps. So on the 15 to 18s, you have to take this trim piece off as well. So you're gonna work around here, start on this side, you're gonna pop this part of the dash out, okay? Pop that out, and you're gonna pull this trim towards you all the way around. I stuck my hands in here and just started pulling, and it popped off, all right? Next step on our 2015 to 2018s is gonna be taking out all the screws. There's a screw here, there's a screw here, and there's a screw here. We need to take all those out, so a total of 5 screws that we're taking out of this. And then you just take a screwdriver and you put it between here, or interior trim tool, and start prying this out, and then see how this whole thing's loose now? Now we can take the radio out. So, like I said, now we take a radio off. These clips down here, I had to actually pull. Like, I was pulling hard. I thought there were still some screws attached. Like, give her a good tug, and this guy should pop off. Now we're gonna unplug it from the back. Just this one plug on the back of that, you just squeeze here, pull it out. We're gonna take our T25, and we're gonna remove these 2 screws here, and these 2 screws here. Now that we got our 4 screws removed here and here, this whole unit should come out as one. Sure does. We're still attached. Well, we're just stuck in there. And then we're gonna go back here, and this is a lever clip. So you see that tab right there? You gotta push that tab and then rotate this lever to get it out. Next, we're going to unplug the actual CD player portion of it. Just a couple clips. On there. On there. Oh, sorry, trying to do this one-handed. All right, we got our unit out. Now it's time to go inside. We got to swap the vents over to our new radio, and then we're going to start installing the new one. So this is everything that comes in the OSEMALL radio kit. You get 3 different bags of stuff. You get some instructions. You get a couple tools. This is the bracket that fits 13 to 14 or 15 to 18. This is the radio we just took out. So we need to take these vents off by popping these tabs, and then we're going to transfer it over to these guys here. So I'm gonna get started working on that. I'll be right back. Alright, this is what your vent looks like when you get it out. And so each one of these tabs here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy up here also is a tab for your adjuster. You just have to pop that out the way like that. Both of those guys come out. Our factory bezel. We're pretty well done with this guy now. We can set it off to the side. We're going to start working on this. Now these guys should be as simple as lining them up. Do this one-handed. So, show you how easy it actually is if this works. Boom, clip. This is all one-handed too. In there. That's how you install it. Go around, make sure all the clips pop down, make sure your adjuster's sitting in here. And then we'll start working on some wires. And boom, after about 3 seconds, we got our vents installed in the new radio bezel. Now it's time to start plugging the stuff in. All right, this is probably my least favorite part about this whole kit. So if you notice, there's a plug here that's disconnected, and then there's a plug here that's disconnected. Neither one of these are actually used, okay? Stupid camera won't focus. These guys, these two aren't used. They just kind of sit here. I don't know what they're for. Radio works fine without them. However, the people saying that you don't need to use this cable, it's for your speakers, they said. You do need to use it because there is an internal fan right here, and that fan plugs into it, and this fan is working properly with the car turned on and everything. So once we get all this stuff plugged in, you literally can't plug it in wrong. I've got all of the aux ins going to the aux ins, all the aux outs going to the aux outs. Just plugged it up how I thought it would work, and it seems to be working. So the next thing I'm going to do is, this is our GPS cable receiver. I'm going to use the supplied sticky pad, and I'm going to stick it up here just so it doesn't rattle around, and then I'm going to start putting this thing back together, and I'll show you how it works. All right, we got everything installed. The screen is not bad, honestly, for what it is. Tactile response is decent. It's all kinds of different apps. It's got all kinds of different apps on it. You can search the internet. I've already hooked it up to my Wi-Fi, so I've been on Chrome before, so no accounts, just so you can search the web. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. You can get on Google, put the home button down here. You can set up regular Bluetooth if you want to do that. Just operate this as a regular radio. You can search YouTube if you're connected to the internet. This right here is your CarPlay or Android Auto. So you make it 5. So click on that. So you the CarPlay and Android Auto. It pops up just like normal CarPlay. Like I said, tactile response is decent. Not the best, but to be expected for the price range of the stereo system. It's really good for the price point, honestly. This is the main screen that most people sit on whenever they're driving around. You can do quick GPS stuff. That'll route it, you know what I'm saying? So, fun stuff right here, I tell you that. So now that we got it completely installed, I'm gonna have to give this radio a 7 out of 10. And honestly, that's just because of the buttons at the bottom not working all the way. So the hazards work, so technically it's legal, but you've got the dead button for the locks, because this also works for a 1314 with the lock in the center of the car instead of on the door, like on the 15 to 18. So you have that dead button, and then the home and the nav and the back button don't seem to do anything. I'm not sure if it's a wiring problem because of the interface, or if it would work better in a 13 or 14. I've reached out to the vendor. If they say, hey, stupid, you messed up, I will be sure to let you guys know. But with that being said, 7 out of 10. I would say it's definitely a large upgrade over the Sync 1 that was in the car. But I wouldn't say it would be a good upgrade to go from Sync 2 to this just for Apple CarPlay. If you wanted Apple CarPlay, I'd say do Sync 3, which is what we're gonna do in the blue car. Like I said, definitely a significant upgrade over the Sync 1 that was in the car, and it's all in all better just because of the creature comforts that the car now has. We've got a bigger screen for the backup camera. We've got a little bit more versatility that we can use. We road trip this car sometimes, so now we might even be able to watch YouTube, so that'll be kind of cool. It could be a 7.5 out of 10 just because of the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. It does have navigation that you can use outside of that with the built-in GPS that they send you. It's also got the integrated microphone, which you heard a little bit just a second ago. I didn't know my phone connected to that Bluetooth because my Bluetooth was off. Pro tip, CarPlay uses Wi-Fi. But all in all, good upgrade. Apple CarPlay, steering wheel controls all work except for sync, just because it doesn't have the sync integration because it's not a Ford product. So you lose the sync, but you get Apple CarPlay. So you win some, you lose some. Last but not least, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like the video, comment down below. Do you have this radio? If so, what do you think about it? Were you thinking about getting it? Does this video help you? I hope I was thorough with the instructions. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all the fun stuff. Make sure the bell is clicked because I've got more videos coming. So if you want to see more focused content, make sure the bell is clicked. Stay built, stay boosted. I'll catch you on the next one.